Okay, good evening, folks, and welcome to the final stage of the Moonriders Tour. Tonight it's stage 6, which is in Dublin, Ireland, and it's 3 laps of the same prologue course that was used in the Tour de France, was it the 1998 edition? It promises to be a pretty good and exciting affair. I'll pull up the standings for you in a minute. Let's have a look, see if we can find them, and then we'll discuss who's in for a shout tonight. So here we go. This is the current standings that you can see at the moment, and as you can see, Wout de Klaas is leading. Is this actually showing on screen now? Yep, there we go. Yeah, Wout is leading with 735 points after 5 stages. He won the last stage, even though it shows him in second place because of there was another rider, not sure whether he got disqualified or not. But anyway, Wout is out in front with 735 points, and Gav is in second place with 715. Now I can see Gav on the line already. It only shows the top 11 riders in the riders list, so I assume that Wouter will be there somewhere, but he'll probably be a later starter. Riders are probably going to want to start as late as possible, certainly those in the running, although Gav is going to be one of the first off, so he's going to be an early starter. But I think it's really, if you look at the points, it's really between those two, unless somebody has a serious problem, mechanical dropouts or whatever. I think realistically, the top spot is going to go to one of those two riders. And then you've got Mark Stanley and Matt Lucker fighting it out behind. But yeah, and then obviously you've got lower down the order the remaining places for the top 10. Now I'm only showing the top 10 results here from the RGTDB website, but you can go there yourself, just type in series and have a look at all the results. And you can also look at the silver jersey competition, the mountain jersey, and the green jersey competition. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to transition away from this, because we want to get to the start line and make sure that we're ready for the start. So because there's a bit of a lag, and I've explained this before in my settings, there's a bit of a lag between me clicking the buttons, the mouse and the keyboard, and it actually happening on screen. So I'm fairly keen to make sure I don't miss the start, and it's saying 1 minute and 45. There we go. I can see the transition happening. It's saying 1 minute 40 seconds to go. Now, I have to start, but it should just push me through the line and then forget about me, leave me to pull to the side of the road, hopefully. But I can see Gav is warming up and a few others, so I think the riders will be getting ready. Now, I think they go off in lots of 3 at 20-second intervals. I think I read that in the instructions on the website. So, yeah, let's see if that actually is what happens. 3 riders go off, and then 20 seconds later, another 3 riders. But what should be noted, is drafting is turned off. So there won't be any issues with riders taking draft from each other. The only thing that you're going to get is you're going to get a visual sort of like carrot to either chase or to chase you. Staggered start, 3 riders. Timo's just just confirmed what I've said. So looking forward to this. Should be good fun. And I'll try and stay with the action as best I can. So good luck, everybody. It's only a 19.2 kilometer course, so we're not talking a great deal of time before we actually wrap it up tonight. We've got 33 riders at the moment online, and I will get every rider finishing. So here we go, start pedaling, and these are the riders, let's go with them, out on the course at the moment. So first out of the gate is Leendo. You can see he's already in threshold to make a start. And what I'll do, folks, is I'll sort of like stay with the leader for a little while, and then I'll tab down to the riders behind. Now he's pulling out a bit of a gap here already, is Leendo. Who's the rider behind? Hopefully we can see. Ignore me. Let's go to the next rider behind, which is Gavash. Now, this is going to be interesting because Gav will obviously only have one rider, and that's Leendo to chase. So it'll be interesting to see whether Gav can pull Leendo back. And in fact, he's doing so. You can see the gap coming down now. So what I might do is I might stay with Gav until he actually catches up with. Although, no, we won't. We can always come back to this action. Just changed my mind. There's Strasser. Now, is he catching Gav, or is the gap going out? The gap's going out slightly, so Gav is actually moving slightly faster than Strasser at the moment. There's Pierre Poniatowski. He's looking very strong. Wow, what a ride from him. Let's just go. Oh, this is really frustrating. There we go. Look, he's catching up with Strasser, as you can see. So I'm not going to be able to get all the riders leaving the line, and that's just not going to be possible if I want to stay looking at what's happening at the front of the race. Although I suppose I could tab back. I don't know the best way of covering this. It's a bit awkward to cover sort of like riders going off at 20-second intervals. I don't know this rider, Sanchez from Team 3R. Got Bidard going off. Bar. As I say, there's about a 5 to 10 second pause between me hitting the buttons. You can see Wilkinson absolutely storming past here now. 5 watt kilos. So Wilkinson is on a good ride. Okay. As I say, we'll get back to the front shortly, but we just want to. How many riders we got? We got 33 riders. So let's see who we've got. This is the rider that we just watched, and we got Lewis coming past him as well. But Mertens. And this is Steinley. Expect a good ride from Steinley. 5 watt kilos. So he'll be wanting to maintain. John Stevens from Moon Riders. He'll be putting in a good ride. Arrest. And then we've got the time trial specialist, Doug Hart. Though he looks to be. Is he having issues here? Zach Harner. Now, Zach Harner's the. Let's see if we can get to Zach. Zach Harner, you can see, is absolutely flying at 6 watt kilos. And Zach Harner has already won one stage, but this is only the second one that he's taken part in. But he's going to be a serious contender tonight, folks. Is Harner. But I'm a little bit worried about my friend. Let's see if we can get back. We've got Ski8. Don't know his real name. I think it's Glenn, is it? from OTR as we watch Shock going past, and he's flying as well. So I want to try and give the riders further back fair coverage, but we will get back to the front as soon as I can, because we're going to see Wout out on course as well here. Wout is taking it steady at the moment, 4.5. So he's I think he must be riding this steady. As we watch Steve Brearley almost on his wheel. But as I say, drafting's turned off, so it doesn't really matter whether somebody's on your wheel or not. It doesn't have any effect. Watch La Roque. Casper, another rider, expect to be up there. It does look like Doug Hart has had a technical. He's out of it. No two ways about it. He's definitely out of it. I don't know what the issue is. He did say he was having problems the other day. So yeah, Doug's out of it. So go past him. Got Berger. And then I think Riley is not riding. So Riley's not riding. No, he's not. So okay, now that I've covered all the riders that have started, let's get back to the front. And you can see that Gavash has overtaken Liendo and he's currently in the lead. He's done 4 kilometers. So we'll now try and keep an eye on the action. There's Liendo, but he's being caught very quickly by Poniatowski. So Poniatowski is going to challenge Gav, I think, on this one, but it's the riders behind which as well. Strasser. Ryan Dummer is being caught by Wrights. I'm saying being caught. He's holding him off at the moment. Tight battle there. Let's go further back down the field. And we will flick backwards and forwards on a regular basis, folks, so that you can see. Mike Wareham. Neugebauer. And Wilkinson. Now he's putting in a storming ride, is Wilkinson. 56 kilometers an hour. Mind you, he's on the downhill section now, so yeah, you'd expect him to be absolutely motoring. Sanchez. Like I say, I'm not. I think I've seen him on some of the group rides, but he's a rider that I'm not familiar with. Sanchez in the Team 3R kit, my old team. Lamont. And you can see Steinley's going to come whizzing past Nicholas any second now. Although Nicholas is putting in a bit of an effort, but Steinley will come past. There you go. And there's, sorry, let's stay with Zach. I don't know why I'm going so fast. I shouldn't be, but there's Zach. And expect him to be there or thereabouts towards the end of this. As I say, it's 3 laps, so there's plenty of time to keep an eye on all the riders. And some of the slower riders will get lapped. There's no doubt about it, which is going to make I'm going to have to watch the distance covered and distance remaining. But you can see that Zach Harner is absolutely flying through the field. And he's putting out, 5.8 watts there, 5.5 now. So he's really working hard to try and pull back the leaders. Nicholas. I mean, the leaders aren't necessarily going to be the winners. The first one on the... Who was that we just went storming? Okay, that's a bot, folks. There's John Stevens from OTR. Why is it highlighting me? Come on, stop highlighting me. There's Mertens. Trying to give all the riders equal coverage here. There's Harrest, Lewis, and there's Wouter. Doesn't look like he's really pushing it at the moment. Maybe he's decided to be steady into it and then push it towards the end. But he'll know him. Oh, I'm saying that, and then he goes into the red. There's Steve Braley, 40 odd meters behind Wouter. So I've said before, Steve's the workhorse of no pins race for R. Casper, he's just gone past Glenn from OTR. Getting a few glitches now. I don't know why. Frames per second is awful. There's Glenn. There's US. And this is the tight hairpin that they're going down. So you're seeing riders coming down one side and then going down the other. As we watch Lilburn and Eberlin and then Schock, as you can see, he's going down the other side of the hairpin. Doug Hart's up and running, but he's had a serious issue. And you can see Doug's got a huge engine, but he's out of this now. You won't mind me saying that. He's all he'll be riding for now is just for the best placing he can get and pride. He's not in with a shout now, definitely after falling foul. So we're back with Gav. Is Gav having an issue here? No, he's just on he's on the uphill slope. The frames per second is jumping all over the place. I'm at 40 odd now, 45. But I don't know what's wrong with this software at all. I just cannot seem to get it running well on this new M1 Max system. There's Leendo. Still in second place on the road. But this, just because somebody's in first place on the road, doesn't mean they're going to win the events, folks. It's just the order they've gone off at. We won't know until they start coming over the line and the time of each rider. I mean, I'll get some idea. Poniatowski, it looks like he's going to move into second place on the road, though. As you can see, Ryan trying to stay with Poniatowski and doing so. It's a good ride. Come on, Ryan. My OTR teammate, so yeah, I'm biased. Right. And Neugebauer just goes sailing past. Yeah. Here we go, look. Doing a good ride. There's right, so he's just passed. And Wilkinson's going to come storming past Wrights as well. He'll be setting himself the target of Neugebauer in front for Wilkinson. Strong rider. No pins, race free R. So they've put out a good team tonight. I mean, no Matt Looker by the look of it. I haven't seen him on the road. So no Matt Looker tonight. But he's out of the GC standings for bronze medal anyways, Matt. So perhaps he's decided to cut his losses. Because they are running other events, and I know he's got his own race series up and coming. We watch Strasser. Now, Doman Strasser is very much a endurance specialist. So I don't know how this kind of event will suit him. but he's definitely an endurance specialist, and expect to see him in the longer events. Mike Wareham. And here's Zach. Closing in on Mike up ahead. And still looks to be riding really strongly. And his teammate behind him, Stanley. And then Daniel Schock from Moonriders. Sanchez. And then in the distance behind, you can just see John Stevens, another Moonriders rider. And here you've got Wouter and Casper. Now they'll be, visually, they'll be certainly using each other here to try and maintain a decent pace. There's no drafting, so there's no benefit. It's just the visual side of it that you often get a boost if you've got a rider, in front of you that you can chase. And that's what Casper will be trying to do here. And Wouter will be trying to watching the distance between them and trying to maintain it. So benefits both riders. And Casper obviously has taken a stage in this tour as well, so he's been putting in some good rides. Very much a climber, I think. Casper, you could classify him. He's good all round, but he's very. I think his forte is climbing. We watch Steve Brearley from No Pins Race for Art. Nicholas, the Belgian, being caught by the Polish rider Harest. And it looks like Harest is doing significantly more watts. So he's probably going to come past. Yep, and go into the lead. Looks strong. And US facing on behind 180 metres. And Mertens. Sorry, let's just have another look at US. Keyboard sometimes skips. I didn't press 2 buttons there and it just skipped. There's US. And then Mertens. Another Belgium, Lewis. And Ebelin. Trying to catch Lewis in front. In fact, he's closing the gap. Then Glenn from OTR. Doug Hart on his way. Come on, Doug. Be nice to see you pull up a few more places, but he must be gutted having that drop out. And there's nothing you can do. It's like having a mechanical in real life. Having a dropout is a mechanical in the virtual world, and it's just like having a puncture or whatever. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just God's law. Now it could be down to his system. It could be. We do know that with this new version, various riders, including myself, have reported unexpected dropouts when we've checked his system. There's been nothing wrong with his connections, so I don't know. I'm not going to call it, but and I think Berger is now then. Wait a minute. Yeah, we've got Gavash at the front of the race now. It's obviously, it goes from the last man. Berger was last man on the road. Gavash is first man on the road. Don't know whether his time is the fastest time, but he's certainly motoring. So Yeah, who's following him? Let's have a look and see if we can find. No, that's the camera. That's Riley. He's covering the event as well with his stream, with the VCN Cycling News stream. Come on, let's go back to the front. Okay. Now, okay, let's now ski. What's happening here in terms of difficult? That's 8 point. Yeah, okay. See if we can find out who's. Zach's got 6.4. I need to find out the Endo 6.5. So who's in front? Right, not. I'm trying to find out who. We go Stanley. See, it's not. Come on, the keyboard's not working. Okay, let's go home. Should take me to the first rider, but it's not doing. There's an issue with the spectate mode and the fact that it's laps, folks. It's not. Okay, I think what we're going to have to do here is just simply try and go through the riders in just and watch the remaining as I go through the riders. Sanchez 6.8, US 6.9, Harvest 7. If I go the other, well, let's continue this way. I might as well then have through. Come on. Right. So Neugebauer has got 5 kilometers to do. So Wilkinson, come on, change, has got 4.8. Gavash has got 4 kilometers. Now, is Gavash the leading rider on the road? I believe he is. Let's just tab up once more. Yeah. So Gavash is the leading rider on the road. Go down and find him again. There we go. So this is your first rider coming in, well, not coming in, 3.8 kilometers to go for Gav. And then your next rider, 4.5 is Wilkinson. Okay, I've got it working again now. Until they go under the bloody banner, and of course, then everything switches around because it's laps and it's not reading the riders' distances. Now then, was it giving? Go down to Wilkinson, 21. Yeah, it's giving the individual times of the riders. Good. So what we'll do is I'll just move down the field then. Gav's not the fast. Wilkinson is actually going faster than Gav, as you can see. He hasn't, although he is behind by giving us the gap 790 meters. So it's a bit hard to judge the race here. Neugebauer is putting in a good ride as well. How far behind Wilkinson? He's 98 meters behind Wilkinson. Who's behind Neugebauer? Very difficult. Zach Harner now. He's at 22 with 3.4. So Zach isn't going to win tonight. That is for sure. Very loath to move too far from the front because otherwise I'm going to miss. And in fact, I'm going to stay with Gav and watch him coming into the finish. So we're going to get his time as he crosses the line. Now, let me get a pen and paper and we can write down the times as they go across the line. And then hopefully we can, so we've got Gav, got Wilkinson, we've got Zach. So I've got Neugebauer. I've got Hannah. Yeah, I've already written. We've got Ryan. So 1.5 kilometers to go. We're very soon going to be getting into the. I'm going to see if I can switch it around so that we can actually see the banner approaching as he goes through the. Oh, it's going to be a twisty finish, isn't it? This is going to make it very difficult, folks, because I'm going to be obscured by the trees. I wonder if I can get an overhead view. We can't. Yeah, there we go. Move it down a little bit. Yeah, and that's better. Yeah, that's better. That's what I wanted. Whoops, not that. No, not that. You see what I mean about the mouse clicks, folks? It takes a while before it actually comes in. No, I'm not going to be able to get behind him, am I? I'm just going to have to try 825 meters. So hard with these. There we go. Okay, let's come on. Hey. The nightmare trying to move the mouse, trying to keep him in sight and make sure we don't. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Over the finish. Come on. Now. 27.52. Move down to the next rider. Come on. You're the next rider on the road. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Why is it not working? Come on, go. You're the next rider. Not showing the next rider on the road. This is silly. This is beyond my control, folks. I don't know why, but it's not showing the next rider on the road. It's not tabbing to the next rider. So we've got one rider finish. Oh, bollocks to this. You cover an event and it... Zach, 26.58, so... This is stupid. You know, I never used to have these issues with the old version. I mean, it's buggy as hell. Look at it. You move your mouse, 10 seconds later your mouse moves. I'm sorry I'm not able to get the providers coming in, folks. I don't know what's going on with it. I really don't.